product. To prepare a broth, you will need the following tools: a saucepan, a wooden spoon to stir the soup, a gas range. In order to make a delicious broth, the ingredients you will need are vegetables like beans, bok choy, cabbage, cauliflower, etc. White stock, mirepoix or roughly cut aromatic vegetables, celery, leeks, onions, carrots, turnips, and aromatic herbs like thyme, parsley, rosemary, basil. Now that you have all the things you will need to prepare an excellent broth, let's start with the cooking. First, you must light the gas range and place the saucepan on the flame.
Add the ingredients.
Mix well. Bring this mixture to a boil and then let it simmer. Simmer for some more time. Skim the broth. Skimming is nothing but the removal of scum that forms on the surface. Use a ladle to do this. Finally, garnish with parsley and serve hot. Let us recall the process to prepare a broth once again. Thick soups are opaque and they have thick consistency. They can be made with either white or brown stock depending on the flavor of its other ingredients. They can be prepared from meat, poultry, fish, shellfish or vegetables. Various other ingredients are added to give the soups a particular taste and consistency. Thick soups can be divided into the following categories: purees, bisques, velouté soups, cream soups. Today's chef is going to teach you how to prepare each of these 4 different types of thick soups. Pay close attention. These thick soups are made from starchy vegetables, dried peas and lentils. These are thicker than cream soups and are coarser in texture. Let's look at the tools you will need to make a mouth-watering puree. You will need a saucepan, a wooden spoon, a gas range, a chinois, and a mixer grinder. Now that we have all our equipment, let's start cooking. First, place the saucepan on the gas flame. Add butter. Now you're ready to add in the ingredients. Add in the chopped vegetables. You can puree a huge variety of vegetables like tomatoes, peas, and even brinjal. Now, allow the vegetables to cook until they begin to sweat. That is, little beads of moisture should appear. It's time to add the aromatic herbs. Sprinkle in the thyme and rosemary and sage. After you have had lots of experience in the kitchen, you can use your own judgment to add herbs. Every soup needs a liquid base so that it has a liquid consistency. For the base, you can either add water or if you want more flavor, add white or brown stock. Allow the soup to boil. After that, turn the heat down and allow it to simmer. Place a chinois and strain the soup through it. Puree the solids.
Add the strained liquid in the saucepan.
Add the pureed solids to the strained liquid until you achieve the desired consistency. If the puree is too watery, add more of the mashed solids. If it is too thick, add more water. Adjust seasoning. Now it's just a matter of pouring the soup into a bowl and adding the finishing touches. Voila! A beautiful bowl of soup ready to be served. So now you know how to prepare puree soups. All you need to do is sweat your vegetables, add in your liquids, strain and puree the soup, and then mix it back together. As easy as 1, 2, 3. Now let's move on to making bisque. Bisques are thick, creamy soups that are made from crustaceans. Crabs, prawns, lobsters, and shellfish are all crustaceans which you can use to cook wonderful bisques. Let's see how. Let's first see if we have all the necessary tools. You will need saucepan, a wooden spoon, a gas range, a chinois, whisk, Have you made a note of all these tools? Great! Now we can start cooking. Place the saucepan on the gas flame. Now you're ready to add in your ingredients. Add butter, Now put your shells in the pot. You need to sear them. Now it's time to add in your vegetables cut mirepoix style. You've already learnt about making mirepoix cuts in the module about typical shapes. It's a cut of all the aromatic vegetables like celery, carrots and onion. Allow the pot to simmer on a low heat. Next, dip in some tomato puree and add a splash of brandy. Next, you can either add white stock or brown stock as per the flavors you want in the bisque. And strain the contents. You will have to press the vegetables through the strainer with a spoon. You will be left with a coarsely pureed broth. Place the saucepan on the gas flame. Add butter, refined flour, and make a roux. Simmer until you achieve a nice thick consistency. Sprinkle in the thyme. Adjust seasoning. Add cream. Now your soup is ready to serve. Let's take a quick look to recap. Cream soups are thick and creamy, just like their name suggests. White sauce is used as a base along with stock and a puree of the soup's main ingredient. Once again, let's collect all the equipment. You will need saucepan, a wooden spoon, a gas range, a chinois, and a mixer grinder. Right, now it's time for us to watch Chef prepare one of his culinary masterpieces. So pay attention. Place the saucepan on the gas flame. Grease it with a little fat so that your vegetables can cook better. Add the chopped ingredients in the pot. Cook them in the fat until they begin sweating. That is, until little droplets of moisture appear on them. Add water to thin the mixture and bring to a boil. Then just leave on a low heat and let it simmer. Place a chinois and strain the soup through it. Place a chinois and strain the soup through it. The liquid will seep through the mesh, leaving you with the solids on the chinois. Grind to a fine paste. Place the saucepan on the gas flame. Add paste. Adjust seasoning. Add cream and mix well. Adjust consistency if thin. Add white sauce. And it's ready to serve. So now you know how to cook a beautiful cream soup. In just a few steps, you can create a divine dish that will leave all your guests smacking their lips. Let's have a quick look once more. A velouté soup is based on the light and velvety velouté sauce, which is roux mixed with white stock. These soups are finished with egg yolk and cream. Velouté soups should be served immediately as they go bad very easily and are difficult to store. Saucepan, a wooden spoon, a gas range, whisk. Let's see how chef prepares a velouté soup. Place a saucepan on the gas flame. Add butter, add chicken. You can add a variety of vegetables and meat as desired. By mixing fat and refined flour in equal proportions, prepare a roux. This will be a base to your soup. Now add white stock to the roux to thin it out. Adjust seasoning. Allow it to cook until it softens. Whisk together some eggs and cream so they form a liaison. A liaison acts as a binding agent that brings the elements of the dish together. Allow the soup to simmer over a low heat. Ladle the velouté soup in a bowl and serve it immediately. Your beautiful velouté soup is ready. Wow, that's a lot of soup. Are you finding it a little hard to remember? Don't worry, I'll give you a brief repeat lesson. Thick soups are nothing but thick, opaque soups. Just like the tomato soup I told you about, remember? In the beginning of this module, we saw this table that shows us the 4 types of thick soups: purees, bisques, velouté soups, and cream soups. Let's have a brief revision of each of them. Purees are thick and coarse soups. In fact, they are the thickest of the thick soups. Usually, they are prepared using vegetables and lentils. Bisques are a special kind of soup that is made from crustaceans like crabs, lobsters, and shellfish. A delicious treat for all you seafood lovers. When you think of velouté soups, you should think of a light, smooth sauce. Don't forget the extra touch of egg and cream that velouté soups have. Also, remember to serve velouté soups immediately. Cream soups are rich and creamy. They are very simple to make. Just some white sauce, stock, and your main ingredient. It can't get easier than that. There are some things that you need to remember while cooking thick soups. Puree the ingredients well. You want the soup to be smooth, not lumpy. Mix the pureed solids and liquid carefully. You need to achieve a good consistency, so you need to do this step slowly and wisely. Serve velouté soups immediately or they will go bad. Do not boil after adding lysine of egg yolk and cream.
White sauce or bechamel sauce is a milk-based sauce.
It is prepared by thickening milk with roux, which is nothing but milk and butter mixed in equal quantities. Aromatics such as onion and cloves are added to flavor the sauce. Then it is cooked for 20 minutes until it is cream and smooth. First, let's gather up our ingredients. You will need 100 grams of butter, 100 grams of refined flour or maida, 1 liter milk, 1 medium-sized onion, 3 sticks of clove, and some salt. Let's bring out all the required equipment. You will need a saucepan, a wooden spoon, a whisk, a gas range. Great! Now that we have the right ingredients and equipment, let's get down to cooking. Let's see for ourselves how it's done. Place the saucepan on the gas range. Spoon in the butter and cook until it melts. Now add the refined flour to the butter. The 2 ingredients will integrate to form roux. Cook until the roux forms, but make sure that it doesn't burn or even turn color. Your roux should not turn even a little brown. Now it's time to add milk. Pour the milk in little by little. Keep whisking continuously to ensure that no lumps are formed. Don't add more than 100 milliliters of milk at a time. Now, take your cloves and pierce the medium onion like so. Drop it into the saucepan. This way the sauce will get infused with the beautiful flavors and fragrances of the clove-studded onion. Allow the sauce to simmer for a good 20 minutes. Stir continuously to avoid burning.
Remove or strain out the onion studded with clove. Straining will also remove any lumps that are formed.
Your white sauce is now ready to serve. If you want to store it, pour the sauce into containers and top them up with a cube of butter. This prevents the sauce from thickening and becoming lumpy. Remember to never put your sauce in the deep freezer. There you have it. You now know how to make white sauce. For those of you who missed a couple of steps, here's a very quick recap. White sauce is one of the most versatile of the mother sauces and can be transformed into numerous new flavors with just a few simple changes. Just imagine, there are more than 10 derivatives of white sauce. Often these sauces are named after the core ingredient that is added. Let's have a look at some of them. We have Mornay, cardinal, parsley, mustard, anchovy, onion sauce, cream sauce, Soubise, Scotch egg sauce, and Nantua sauce. Today we're going to learn how to prepare Mornay and mustard sauce. All you cheese lovers are in for a treat. The Mornay is a delicious cheesy variant of white sauce which is sure to leave you smacking your lips. Let's learn how to make it. First, we need to make sure we have all our ingredients. Let's see what they are. Some white sauce to form the base of the Mornay sauce,
Parmesan cheese,
cheddar cheese, and some fresh cream. You will need just a ladle and saucepan for this. This is assuming that you have pre-grated cheese. If not, you'll need a grater as well. Without further ado, let's see how the sauce is made. First, place a saucepan on the gas flame. Pour in some white sauce and let it simmer for a little while.
Next, grate generous amounts of Parmesan
and cheddar cheese. Add to the saucepan and mix it in nicely with the white sauce. After that, add some fresh cream into the saucepan. Stir it in until all the ingredients integrate well. Take it off the heat and your Mornay sauce is ready to serve. That was easy, wasn't it? You should definitely try it at home. Here are the steps once again. As you may have guessed, this variant of white sauce relies on the fiery condiment of mustard to lend it a delicious, sharp pungency. Let's see how to prepare it. But first, let's look at the ingredients we'll need. Some white sauce as the base, mustard paste, and some fresh cream. The equipment will be similar to what you need for the mother sauce, so we don't need to go over it again. Instead, let's move on and see how it's done. Start by placing a saucepan on the gas. Pour in some white sauce and let it warm up. Next, add the mustard paste. Mix it in nicely so that the contents of the saucepan are smooth. Add some fresh cream That's all there is to it. Remove the saucepan from the heat and serve the mustard sauce. Is your mouth watering yet? Yes, mine too. Let's quickly look over the process so we can make this again at home.
Bechamel or white sauce is a mixture of roux and milk infused with aromatics.
Roux is made by mixing butter and refined flour or maida in equal proportions. Before we end this lesson, there are some things that you need to remember. When you pour the milk into the roux, chances are that the mixture will start to clump together. You want the sauce to be nice and smooth, so keep whisking while you pour. Wow! Looks like Rajesh is going to learn something exciting today. Let's learn with him. I'll share all of Chef's notes with you. Sauces are thick, flavored liquids which add sharpness, texture, richness, visual appeal, pungency, and moisture to the food. They can be prepared and served cold like mayonnaise, prepared cold but served lukewarm like pesto, or can be cooked like bechamel and served warm, or again cooked and served cold like applesauce. Sauces for salads are called salad dressing. Sauces made by deglazing a pan are called pan sauces. Deglazing is the process of removing the fat stuck at the bottom of the pan by adding water and reheating it. Now that you know what sauces are, we can proceed with learning how to make a velouté sauce. Don't worry, it's not that difficult. Just watch Chef and I'll tell you what he's doing. Velouté is one of the 5 Western mother sauces from which many other sauces are derived. A velouté sauce is prepared by adding stock to the roux cooked for 20 minutes. Finally, a liaison of egg yolk and cream is added to finish the recipe. Now Chef will show us how to prepare a velouté sauce. To make 1 liter of velouté, you will need 100 grams of butter, 70 grams of refined flour, 600 milliliters of white stock, 350 milliliters of cream, and 3 egg yolks. To separate the egg yolks from the egg whites, crack the egg and hold it vertically. Now pull the upper part of the egg. It will break from the crack, resulting in egg white coming out and the yolk still safe in the lower part of the egg. Let the remaining egg white escape by moving the yolk to the upper part. Apart from the ingredients, you will also need the following tools and pieces of equipment: a saucepan, a wooden spoon for stirring, a gas range, a whisk for whipping the sauce, and a bowl to serve it in. Let us proceed with the cooking. First, you must light the gas range and place the saucepan on it. Put the butter in the pan to melt it. Add the refined flour to the molten butter to make roux. Cooked roux till it attains a pale color. Now carefully add the stock to avoid forming lumps in the roux. Bring this mixture to a boil and then simmer for 20 to 25 minutes. Now remove the saucepan from the heat. Add the liaison of egg yolk and cream to it. A liaison is nothing but the whisked mixture of egg and cream. Mix this properly to get the perfect texture and consistency. Simmer this mixture for a few seconds, then turn off the gas. Serve the velouté hot or cold with a food item of your choice. Before we move on to the next sauce, let's take a quick look at the tools, ingredients and the procedure to prepare the velouté again. So friends, now that you know how to prepare the mother sauce, let us learn how to prepare its derivatives. What's a derivative, you ask? A derivative is simply a sauce prepared by adding ingredients to the mother sauce. It is derived from the mother sauce. Today we will be learning about the two most common derivatives of chicken velouté: the supreme sauce and the aurore sauce. A white chicken stock is used in the preparation of these sauces. Let's first get to the supreme sauce. As you already know, supreme is a derivative of velouté and is prepared using the following ingredients: chicken stock, refined flour, butter, white wine, some parsley, mushroom trimmings, shallots, some fresh cream, egg yolk, lemon juice. To prepare a supreme sauce, you will also need the following tools and equipments: a pan, preferably a saucepan, a flat spoon, a lemon squeezer, a knife, and a green chopping board because you're handling greens or vegetables. Now that you have everything needed to prepare the supreme sauce, let's begin the cooking process. First, you must light the gas range. Place a saucepan on the lit gas and add butter to the pan. Saute the shallots in it till they turn pink. Then add mushroom trimmings and saute till the water evaporates. Next, add the white wine Now add refined flour. Cook till pale. Then add chicken stock. Check the seasoning. Add it as per your taste. Finally, add the liaison of egg yolk and cream. Whisk properly. Add some chopped parsley. Your supreme sauce is almost done. Add a hint of lemon juice in it just before serving. Serve hot. Before moving ahead, let's take a quick look at tools, ingredients, and the whole process again. Let's now move on to the next popular derivative of chicken veloute, the Aurore sauce. To make this sauce, you will need chicken veloute, which is the mother sauce, refined flour, butter, some tomato sauce, and some de-skinned tomato wedges. And here are the tools and pieces of equipment you will need to prepare the Aurore sauce. A pan, preferably a saucepan, a flat spoon, a conical strainer, a knife, and a green chopping board to cut vegetables on. Let's proceed with the preparation. First, light the gas range and place the saucepan on the gas. Then add the tomato sauce to it. Bring to a boil. Next, slowly add the chicken veloute and let it simmer for a while. Check the seasoning, add it as per your taste. Remove the pan from the heat. And it's done. Serve the sauce along with the dish you desire and garnish with the de-skinned tomato wedges.
नमस्कार, मैं दिव्यांशी चौहान।
नमस्कार, मैं भगवती जबनाल। आप सभी का सीएससी कड़ी की तीसरी चर्चा में आपका स्वागत करते हैं।
हमने अभी तक बात की सीएससी सेवाओं।
Today I will be discussing on CP grams, which is